down the ice? What's kind of going through your head seeing that play?
Hoping he scores. I mean, it was a nice move. Trust guys like that have the offensive capability, that get him one-on-one breakaway chance that they're going to score, and he did.
What did it mean to you hearing the crowd chanting your name after those saves in the third period?
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, I didn't have a really good first game, and it was unfortunate timing-wise, but it's a long season, and just get back to playing my game. And guys did a really good job tonight in front of me, blocking shots and clearing the shooting lane, so helped me out, and it was a good team win.
John, can you contrast what it was like when you get no shots at the start of the game, and then at the end, it was like rapid fire?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to stay in it. Obviously, sometimes it's a little tough, but like I said, when they did have the push, the guys did a good job clearing the net front and blocking shots. I mean, there was a number of forwards and D that had a bunch of big blocks tonight, so it was a team effort.
John, what do you do there in the first period? How do you stay in the moment?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to stay with it. I think the toughest part was probably like the first 10 minutes, not getting any shots, and then you kind of get one off the head just to make sure you're in the game. So it's part of the job. I mean, some nights you get bombarded with shots. Sometimes it's more spread out. I mean, that's just the nature of the position. You just always got to be ready. So just tried to be ready for whenever my name was called.
I know it's a game at a time, but when you had the first game you had, is it still a relief to come back with something like this?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I kind of pride myself on. When you have a bad one, you got to follow it up with a good one. So I tried to do that tonight. The team helped me out, and it was nice to get the win.
That's just part of the game too. I mean, I don't think they got a shot at it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I was saying with the blocks. I mean, there's Simon, Benny, I mean, Axe, Mo probably had a ton. I mean, they were getting the shots down, but like I said, with them clearing the lanes and the D and the forwards getting in the lanes, they did a great job.
Did you see the one that got by you, or was it more?
Just kind of saw it at the last second and got through, but found a way to win, and that's all that matters.
Was the Gibson save the rapid fire 2 in a row there? Was that the toughest of the night?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, some are harder than others with traffic and everything, but I don't really keep track of the hard ones as long as we win the game, and that's really all that matters.
Axel, obviously I asked you before kind of how it felt, that goal going in, but to get a win on the night where you score your first goal, what is the feeling like?
Unbelievable. I think this part is also a little bit of a dream come true. Scoring a goal is another step. Very happy. There was some good plays before that, and grateful we got the win.
With the faith that the coach is showing in all three of you guys, how much does that build your confidence?
I mean, it's fun. They let us play like we love it. It's the best sport in the world. It's it's our dream to be here. So we want to get better, and then we get we get to feel that they trust us. Of course, it boosts us confidence.
Was the celebration as good as this goal? It seemed like the huddle was going crazy around you there.
Yeah, like first, I wasn't sure if it hit Appleton before. It was like he had a point at me. Like as soon as he gave me the point, I started just screaming at it, and don't really know what happened. But yeah, it's unbelievable.
I don't know if anyone was happier for you in that huddle than Finney jumping up and down. What did you think of his game tonight and his impact on the forecheck?
I mean, he's always good. And he's really fast. Like he's probably one of the fastest guys in the league. So I mean, the effort he puts in is it's very good for us. And I think when he shows that he skates hard, it gives energy to all the rest of us too.
You had you out there for the start of overtime. What was your first NHL overtime experience like?
It's fast. You got to be on the right side. I think we had the puck most of the time, so they got tired. So that was pretty nice. It's fun to get that experience too.
When he sends the two rookies out there with Larkin to start the overtime, I mean, that's got to make you feel pretty good.
Yeah, as I said before, like we're very happy to be here right now. It's a dream to play here, so we just want to do good from us, and the guys did a terrific job today. I think just keeping it together, and not letting them score any more goals. So it was a great team effort.
What was it like in here after that one? Obviously, that's a pretty emotional way to end it.
It's loud. Music's going, guys screaming. It's the best feeling in the world.
Todd, your response after the first game was, when is it going to be time for this group? What have you seen in their response since that moment now that's been 4 in a row?
Well, we've seen a little bit of everything, really, to tell you the truth. We've seen our team play really, really well where we're completely in charge. We've seen goaltenders steal a game in Toronto. We've seen a fairly well-played game coming back here. Tonight, we kind of saw 2 games in one. Tonight specifically, I thought it was a good start. I thought our our power play allowed them to get back in the game. Our power play has to score or establish momentum, and it didn't do either of that. So all of a sudden they're going, okay, they didn't score, we're in this thing. And then they started to push. There's still opportunities for us to have more poise, I thought, in the third period. Got a little scrambly, we get the puck, we're just whacking it away. We can make a play to some rescue ice or escape ice, I call it, and be able to handle things, settle it down, and get going the other way. So we've seen a little bit of everything since that night.
Todd, can you speak to just the trust you have in the rookies in that they play in pretty much any situation?
Yeah, I don't know what to say anymore. We talk so much about these guys. I'm working the forwards, Jans is working the back end, and Alex Tanguay's in between, and we're talking to each other, and we just feel like we can keep playing them. They're not often at the scene of the crime for mistakes. Yeah, they make some, and they're hungry and they're effective right now, and we'll keep playing them.
I know he stayed out there, but is Patrick okay?
Yeah, he's okay. He crashed into the boards there, but he'll be okay.
Todd, just segueing off that, just the decision to play them in overtime with Larkin. I mean, that shows how much confidence you have in those guys.
Well, a lot of times that would be Razor, obviously, because Larks and Razor played together, in those situations, and common partners are often a good thing. 3-on-3, you kind of get some tendencies, and you can kind of anticipate what might be happening. But the way Emmett skates, he was a threat in overtime. I just felt that would be an asset that we could use at that point.
Can't be too surprised about the way Gibby came back tonight then?
Nope, not at all. Again, we've watched him play in Anaheim multiple times. I've been on 3 different teams and played against him. And that's the type of games that he gives us. That first night against Montreal, yeah, he's wearing different equipment and it goes by him last, but the team struggled. And, Talbs went in and played some good games. Gibby's come in and answered the bell. That's a real healthy thing for our team.
Another strong night in the PK. What's allowed that unit to find success early on this season?
Confidence goes a long way. Believing that we can get things done, and some structure adjustments, but it's just some reads, and I think we're able to stay on the fresh side, if you will, a lot more than the tired side, and that's made a difference. But lots of hockey left, and usually your goaltender is your best killer, so we need that to continue.
You talked about some of the scrambliness in the third period. What do you think led to that? Was it guys sitting back, something else?
A little bit of poise. Like we have to learn how to handle these situations a little bit. And like I said, I think our power play, it wasn't crisp, it wasn't sharp. And some of those guys get a lot of confidence and a lot of feel off those situations. They didn't get any of that. And, again, now they're sitting on the bench. Their high-end players are going, okay, well, they're not going to put us away. Let's go. And that's what happened. But I think some of those moments in our end, we're going to run around a little bit. But once the puck gets on our tape, we can take some time, just a little bit of extra time to make a nice play and move on, maybe get some fresh guys on the ice. But it's hard to replicate that in practice. You get that through this type of experience.
Back on the PK, their first 3 power plays, you held them without a single shot. Considering how the PK was last season, how far can that go towards establishing some momentum on the PK this season?
Well, it's my answer would be very similar to the one that I just gave, but just the confidence. It can go a long way. This team can can really hammer you on the power play, penalty kill situation. And now they didn't have Kucherov, which advantage us. We'll take that. But good teams take advantage of somebody else's misfortune. We didn't have Raymond in, and it affected our power play tonight too. So, but I think that the group is confident when it comes to penalty kill right now.
Todd, I know you'll take 2 points against whoever you can get it from, but to finish this stretch, early season stretch against divisional opponents 4-1, just what does that do for you?
You know, it's, you know, you take points from anybody you can get them. Obviously, you know, the proverbial 4-point game, but we're going to play these teams so many times during the year. It's just you're up 1-0 in the series. If you win all your season series, or you come close to winning most of them, you'll usually end up where you'd like to be at the end of the season. Now we've got a team that coming in on Sunday that went to the Stanley Cup Finals the last 2 years, and there'll be a big test for us too.
Todd, you talked about the 2 games in one, but that was probably a little bit difficult, mostly for Gibson, who goes 10 minutes without facing a shot, and then as the game wore on, all of a sudden, you know, he's in the thick of it all. Were you concerned early on when he got no shots that even get him into the game?
No, I was happy that we didn't. You know, Gibby got 10 minutes of free time. You know, the shots on goal thing can be a little deceiving because there were some attacks they had towards the net. Maybe the shot didn't quite get there, but he had to stay alert. He was in the game. You know, it wasn't all played at one end of the rink, so there was enough action around him. Even the penalty kill, the early penalty kill, there was enough action around him to keep him sharp. And he's an experienced goaltender. He's been through that before, so he should be able to handle those situations, and he obviously did. Good. Good night.